Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to round number 9 of the ARG Circuit series at beautiful Harford, Connecticut. Team Wars. Super excited. I have a guest commentator that I haven't put his name in yet because I'm an idiot. Mr. Pat O'Neill is going to help me commentate this last and final rounds.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'll also be here for day 2 tomorrow commentating. Didn't get there, but it's okay. I put on a show earlier.
N-E-I-L-L, right?
Yes, 2 L's. Yep, you got it.
I know how to spell Irish names. My brother. Yes, so Pat, if you guys aren't familiar with Pat, Pat's a fantastic deck builder and a great community member from our amazing game. Good to have you here. We have a heck of a match for you guys for the last and final one. Yep. We have Victor over here, the blue player, playing Ginyu. I actually didn't see what version of the Ginyu he was playing. I just assumed it was veggies, but he's playing Bulma, so it's probably not veggies.
Might be apes. Looking at his hand, trying to figure out what he is. There's a lot of yellow, so I'm assuming it's apes.
Sure.
Jose playing Draft Box 2 Bardock, which is
super cool.
Yeah, which is for those of you guys who've seen my channel. I've advocated for that leader in the past. I think it's the strongest out of the Draft Box leaders. I know Khalifa gets a lot of hype, but really powerful leader.
Yeah, Victor drawing 3-cost King Vegeta, essentially just showing us that he's playing apes. If that wasn't enough, he just drew Bardock. So
yeah, Bardock though might just struggle a little bit in this matchup because he relies on getting rid of veggies and things like that.
Sure.
SS3 is really good against a lot of their stuff as well, but apes he really struggles with if they can get the King Vegeta on board.
Right.
So I think that Victor's game plan should revolve around sticking this King Vegeta as early as possible, possibly off of a Shigesh. So I don't know if he plays like no openings, but getting awakened as quickly as possible is definitely his game plan right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jose's deck seems like it's very good against, like you said, veggies, but also against like SS3 apes, somebody who can't protect their apes early game, and that way you can tap them down and still attack through. Yeah, this seems like probably one of the worst matchups for Victor from what we've seen so far in his deck.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the Tora. I think that's actually a very smart tech choice. Obviously, again, not really good against barrier, but against SS3 and against veggies. The fact that you can actually, use that card defensively to blow up apes or other cards is really powerful.
Right, absolutely.
So we got Jose attacking here. Yep, see there's the no openings. That's what I was expecting Victor to have. Takes the life.
Gets his life. Gets all set up here, ready to go.
And passes back.
Victor here drawing Planet Vegeta. Pretty good card.
Yeah. Victor's hand is very good defensively. Very, very good.
Playing Bardock, interesting choice. Always hate playing my apes as energy, considering they play so well with March.
Yeah, I'm looking at Victor's hand, man. Planet, 2 Nimbus, CBL, really strong here.
Victor playing planets.
Probably
getting Shigesh, right?
I would say Shigesh is probably the play here.
It should just be called Planet Shigesh.
Yeah. If you don't get Shigesh, it almost always will get an ape to set up for a March next turn, or they'll get like the red Goku to go to combo.
Getting attacking 10,000 into 15 here. Looks like he didn't combo anything. He was just trying to bait out something, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Trick his opponent a little bit. Let's say putting a black energy down.
Yeah.
So Jose attacking 10,000.
I don't know if I agree with that because like, he's obviously going to awaken. Oh, okay, I understand now. Okay, so he's using the no openings to get the effect, to get the life. Okay, so that makes more sense. Let's say I usually don't want to attack into a 5-life Ginyu because I want to see the card that they take from the life. I believe that is correct. The judge is reviewing it, but I'm pretty sure yes. It does not have to be from hand.
It doesn't. No.
It's literally when you combo with this card, it goes into rest mode.
Yep. We see it a lot played in Galactic Emperor Frieza. You can untap it, do some cute things with it.
Yeah. That card single-handedly made Galactic very powerful to set. Very underrated leader. People just don't want to take a chance, I think, on things that aren't considered popular.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I respect Jose for his choice on leader here. Somebody's asking if they're undefeated.
So here, Big Daddy's coming down.
Yep. And he's most likely going to get, Does he fail?
It's in his hand.
Okay, it's
he
already
has
in,
it in hand.
Okay, it's already in hand. Okay, yeah, then that's the smart play there.
Yeah.
Basically, free super combo. Apes basically has 12 super combos. It's ridiculous. No openings goes to discard. Here comes tap out for the big king. The card that should, give everything other than itself barrier.
I agree. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. That might be a change that needs to happen for the sake of this game at some point. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad change. Just a little rata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so
4 energy coming down. What could be coming down for 4 energy here, I wonder? Let's see.
March.
March coming down.
2 princes.
Prince
Bardock.
Bardock.
Okay.
Does get an ape off the.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's an ape.
There's. Oh. That's really bad to see the Shigesh there and have to shuffle it back.
Yeah, yeah.
you hate to see that. So he gets his Tora.
Does get some value though.
Yeah. They said Tora, really underrated card in the Apes deck. I know Anthony Hernandez played it in San Jose. Really good. Obviously, just not good when your opponent's sitting on a 25k, barrier.
Get barrier to everything. Right. I'll turn 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, back then they could almost do it on turn 1, Pat, as it turns out, with objection and.
Yeah.
No, guys, these guys are undefeated. The Table 1 stream is always on the ARG Circuit Series Facebook page, guys. So you can always go there and watch Table 1. I think no one's undefeated in this tournament.
Cold Bloodlust, the Trunks, just to deny Jose to the draw, it looks like.
I like that play. There's not very many good Cold Bloodlust targets in Apes versus Apes.
Yes,
especially
that's correct. CBL is a pretty bad card in Apes Mirrors. Like in the Mecha Frieza format, I mains like 2 or 3, and I would just side them out every game if I was against the Apes matchup because it's a pretty dead card. You just side in Crusher Balls, and then in my case, if the game is really grindy, I usually side in 1 Fu, just because Fu is a card that just kind of ends the Apes Mirror pretty much instantaneously.
Wait.
Let's see, so attacking leader.
All right, Bardock coming in, 10k to 15k. Maybe he has another Goku in it. Oh, he's tapped out, so definitely doesn't have another Goku in hand.
Very curious as to what he would combo here. He's not awakened, if I recall. It's just a feint. Jose is in an interesting spot here. He's attacking with these apes, and if his opponent, obviously, he doesn't have barrier, so he's very susceptible to Shigesh shenanigans. That said, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you're basically... He's essentially up on board, so you might as well take the risk here.
Well, this is going to be one of the few times you're going to be able to attack like this. Obviously next turn, Victor's going to get some apes out that have barrier blocker.
Yeah. It's kind of puts...
and draws the March.
Wow.
So
drawing
speaking of...
the March is very, very strong right now. Okay. Can't really tell how much life Jose has, but
I think it's 3.
I'm saying like he's not awakened yet, so I'm saying he's what is he at 5? I'm trying to think what is the most devastating thing that Victor can drop off of March here.
Wait, are you sure he's not awakened? He looks like he's awakened. That's Goku, right? It's not the Gi.
Okay, no, again, no, I'm sorry, I'm talking about on the right.
Oh, Bardock.
Right, yeah,
oh,
Bardock.
No,
I say Bardock. Am I saying? Yep. If I'm Victor here, I think I would say I would take Bardock. Ginyu struggles with combo power a little bit later on in the game, so having to deal with 2 damage is a lot worse.
Sure. I like both. I mean, both those apes are just absurd to me. They're both so good.
Almost every ape is absurd. Like if Bardock and Prince Vegeta didn't exist, like the deck would still probably be good even with just Tora and then even Fasha. Fasha with SS3 is quite good. You can use it as a pseudo Crusher Ball defensively.
Oh, actually, he can't use it on the blocker. He can't use Mass Saiyan on the blocker.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember.
Yeah, okay, that's actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so yes. All right, so. Surprised I didn't catch that. I'm usually a pretty big stickler for that. Yep. Rewind game state. Okay. All right. All right, so we rewound the game state. Easy enough.
Here we go. Got it. We caught one, Pat.
Yeah, we did it.
1 for 1, my man. All right.
Actually, you caught it. I'm actually surprised I didn't catch it because I'm usually like one of the first people that does point that out. That's like one of the big drawbacks of Mass Saiyan versus the special pack counterpart.
Right.
Because that one can get basically anything, but it can only pick one thing.
Looks like somebody in chat's asking how you did today.
Debatable. Ended up going X3. Basically lost to the guy that I thrashed in top 4 of states. So he actually killed me with Fu Shrouded in Mystery. So it is what it is. I had a lot of fun though. I was actually very surprised how many people were actually playing Zamafu at this tournament.
That's awesome.
That's what I said. That so many people came up and said hi to me. They're like, "Thank you for the deck. It's the most fun I've had playing the game in a long time." So I do what I can.
Okay, wait. Okay, so let me go back again.
Oh man,
what happened? Workout in, boys.
All right. So what's going on now? Okay. So we got the judge again. Hold on 1 second, guys. Dusty running over there as fast as he can. You guys don't understand. So for you guys, it looks like we're like right there. We are not. We are like all the way across the room. Okay. Yes, also to Pete Donahue in the chat, we tried to get Zach on stream, but we ended up having to go with Bardock instead.
Yeah, we have to go for Bardock, right? I think
we
that's
have
like
to. Yeah, I know.
I saw that like
Zach is a friend of mine, but we had to go for Bardock. All right, so Awaken. So now he gets another ape. His leader is technically an ape, I guess, at this point.
LOL Pontex says, "Let's get this right for this regional, huh?" It's not a regional, actually. It's just a circuit series.
It's just a circuit series
that has over 300 people in it, as it turns out. 318 to be exact.
Yep.
Pat.
So it looks like depending on the quality of Jose's hand, he might actually be able to fight fire with fire here on this next turn.
Who do you think has an advantage though?
Yeah.
Like once they both get set up with their apes, once they, everything gets set up, which leader do you think has an advantage? I mean, it's probably Ginyu, right? Because he has the ability to double strike, or
it's Ginyu in this matchup because
Bardock's like
Bardock
right?
is his ability is basically dead.
All right. He's just like the vanilla 15k draw card leader.
The most amount of advantage you can get out of Bardock in this matchup is probably just tapping a Bulma and then getting, squeaking in there for that extra 5k. So I was hoping when Jose was the other Bardock when he told us he was Bardock. So the other Bardock would crush this matchup. Built-in Sensu Bean draws way more cards than Ginyu.
25k double strike coming in. Wonder why he gives himself barrier. I wonder what the decision was there. I think it was just.
I don't know. I don't really know why. Almost every game I've ever played, things usually say your other things get hexproof or protection from or whatever. You never usually see the actual card.
The actual anthem, like the thing that actually.
Yeah,
the Lord protects himself.
Yeah,
very
that's quite uncommon, and the reason that usually doesn't happen is because it can make degenerate decks formats.
Even while playing Magic, like the spirit deck was, it gave its other spirits hexproof, which was barrier.
Yeah.
But you had to have 2 of them out to protect each other. You couldn't just play one and they were immune. You know what I mean? You had to have 2.
So was that the format with Bitter Blossom, right?
That was it was like Innistrad.
Okay.
Yeah. Way after that. What are both players' records, guys? Again, I'm not sure. I forgot to ask them. That's my fault, guys.
They were around, if my memory serves, they were around table 12 or so. So they're within the top 32 threshold.
Absolutely, yep. Mm-hmm.
These are people that are definitely in the top 32. They are playing. This is probably the bubble. Like the loser here probably goes home.
Yeah. The loser gets to sleep in tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Come back tomorrow though and play in the circuit series instead.
There you go.
So yeah, like I said, so Jose has the board right now for sure.
Yeah,
Jose. And Victor is tapped out.
So 20k and a 20k here. Going to use
free super combo.
Pretty good.
Victor will probably have to match here. Victor has a lot of Nimbus in his hand from before, as I was saying at the start of the match. So
he definitely can't afford to let this die. Is what I was going to say
Yeah.
in that sentence, but
I don't think he can afford to let the second Vegeta die, because you fall too far behind.
Right, absolutely.
In the Apes mirror, if you start falling behind, it's very difficult to catch up, because Apes is basically all reliable. It's the slow and steady.
Yep.
It just,
The John Henry.
Yeah, once it loses momentum, it's hard to come back because it doesn't have hard removal. It just has basically beat sticks that are difficult to get through. Okay. So how many cards do we have in Victor's hand? So you're looking at Victor's hand, he is in pretty dire straits here. You can see a lot of extra cards in his hand. He's got 2 Nimbus, a planet. Okay, so Victor's basically going to have to take the 2 here, I think, unless he combos every non-extra card in his hand.
Yeah, he can't afford to block. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, no, Matt.
Good, man. Finish 5-2-2.
That's good. Is that good enough to get in?
No. It's good enough for my team, though.
Good.
It's all about the points, dude.
Right. Yeah.
Free super combo? That would be pretty... Oh, no, just doing the trunks here. Talking to the boy Matt, missed it for a second.
It's easy to do, my friends.
Gets March. Oof, the planet's very good here.
Do you think you put planet on the bottom, though?
You put planet on the bottom. I don't know if I agree with that.
I think I keep it on top, right?
Yeah. I think you just take the planet here. You have the one
play
open.
it?
You
Right.
just play the planet and you search a super combo. Even if it's just the unbreakable Goku. Like, see that? Like, yeah, I would have played the planet and got that card.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why he kept March. Like, I don't know what's the quality of Jose's hand. It's hard for me to see, but it's March, Nimbus. Maybe he already has Planet in his hand? No, pass his turn. I don't know. I feel like that's a questionable keep. The only ape I can see in Jose's hand is King Vegeta, which does obviously nothing here.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wants the March just because when he untaps, it'll put him over the top with the draw power. Because, again, this is a game of resources.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it matters which card you keep. I just think you put, the other one on top.
Yeah.
And the next turn you go March into Planet and then get,
Yeah.
a super combo like you said and just start snowballing out of there. Putting it on the bottom seems ridiculous.
Shigesh here. Shigesh actually, if you could sideboard other super combos, I feel like most Apes decks would sideboard Dodoria because in a state like this, Shigesh doesn't really do quite a lot. However, Dodoria will keep you, even.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the most important things, like I said, in this matchup.
So Victor attacking with leader first and getting punished with
Nimbus.
nice job. Congratulations, my man. Earned it.
Drinks on me later, remember. That was Ian Hill confirming his top 32. It's basically a lock for him at this point.
Yeah. Actually, if everything goes right this round, if all of our guys win.
Yes, I know. Yeah. So, Pontek is saying you can't sideboard super combos, Pat. I said yes, but if you could.
Yeah.
If you could.
Pat literally said
yes, if you could sideboard super combos, Dodoria would be a mandatory 4-of in the sideboard for just the mirror. It's so much better than Shigesh in the mirror. It's popularized by Toby back home in the Mecha format where everybody was playing Apes. He was just mainboarding for Dodoria like a madman. It's a hard cast of Bardock. Goes back to Jose.
Yeah, Jose still standing strong. And again, we know he has a March in hand, so that's going to be pretty ridiculous.
Passes the charge.
I like that. Start keeping the cards in hand. You know what I mean? You don't really
He's
need
a Bardock. It looks like a Bardock and a Vegeta here.
just 2
Oh.
Vegetas.
2 Vegetas. He has a Bardock in hand, though.
Oh, gets a looks like King Ape off his draw, and then gets
Did
a
he
Bardock.
discard? Did he discard for the king that he took off of?
That was the draw.
Oh, it was the draw too. Okay, so I always
This is the Vegeta right here.
Okay, so that's the Vegeta.
He's gonna discard King.
Strict upgrade, turning your 5K into a 10K.
Exactly. Yep. Man, these apes are just getting out of control.
Yep. Well, that's what happens. It's he who draws more apes. Nimbus.
And Jose following up with the same mistake.
Yep.
Attacking leader into. I've seen it a lot today. On
I know
stream.
it happens quite often. It's
You
really,
just get into that habit.
because you get into the habit because like most players want to draw the card off the leader so that they can see the most amount of options, like the most amount of cards, and weigh their options. But you end up getting punished for that because with Nimbus. Okay, passes back here. It looks like.
Just feel so bad because Jose just did it to Victor. Of course, round 9 fatigue starts setting in, Pat. As it turns out.
Yeah, definitely does.
I probably wouldn't even know where I was at if I was these guys.
A lot of players here are playing on very little sleep and have not eaten basically all day. So. Victor's hand is card quality is not super high
It
here.
definitely went downhill.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like the card quality in his hand is a lot worse than the card quality in Jose's hand.
I wonder if it's. Do you think Victor should just play March and draw 2?
Yeah, actually,
Is that worse than just passing here? I mean,
well, considering what's in Victor's hand and the fact that he has king, like I would just do it just to draw the 2 cards because every card in his hand is basically live anyway. If he marches.
yeah, draws another March.
Yeah, so he can't really do much here, but at least he still has Nimbus, and that keeps him alive.
Right.
Depending on, like, I'm pretty sure Jose, like I said, has a Bardock in his hand, so.
That Mass Saiyan in hand's weeping right now.
Yeah. Same with that Goten.
It is free though, right?
It is free. It is, in fact, the same. Jose is just. He's just firing on all cylinders.
Yep.
He just his draws are just so much better.
That's a 20K critical. Here we
And
go.
this is basically a mirror match where like both leaders are don't even they're basically vanillas. So it's just whoever has the who hits the cards. Where the list of Vegeta go. So I don't know if I was Victor, if I would want to take the risky play there. Okay, so yeah, goes for the Mustang. This is risky for him. He could combo the Kid Goku here, try and secure getting the Vegeta off the board, but I don't think I would do it just because your opponent has literally any 10K in hand. They save it. Which obviously we know he has a 10K.
What do you think about Zarbon in this matchup?
Zarbon in this matchup. That's interesting. I don't know. Like, I would think I would I want to play cards that +0 quite often in this matchup. I don't want to play cards that just minus one me because, like I said, you just win the game by having a larger hand than your opponent.
Sure.
Oh, and just producing more threats. You can just see Victor is just bricking, man. He marches for nothing. Jose marches for basically double lethal. Yeah, I agree. Jose is definitely really far ahead at this point.
Yeah, Jose doing a good job not making the same mistake twice here. Okay. Attacking with a battle card first.
Okay, so at this point, I think you
attack with another battle card.
Yeah, it should be King. King is the largest one here. I think if you're, say Jose, you can comfortably not do anything there, and then leader.
Gets another ape, looks like. Looks like Jose also just has more apes than his opponent in the deck, so he's going to get more value out of March.
Yeah,
just
that was
in general.
That's the logic that Hernandez used in San Jose when he played the Toras. Just having the extra 2 to 3 apes means that you're consistently your marches are more valuable than your opponents.
Jose has such a big board, can't barely fit on screen.
Yep.
Not looking good for our Ginyu here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Victor is going to basically have the concede this turn. Actually, that King Vegeta might be I don't know.
Uh-oh. Who'd you play?
From Ginyu Waits.
Oh, cool.
This is the man that beat me in the state finals.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Last game for today, right?
Yep. You did it, dude. And you were doubting yourself last night. You did it, man.
As long as you do good in round 10, man, you'll be fine.
Round 10.
Yeah, did you not hear they made another round?
Don't mess with him. He doesn't get sarcasm. Yeah, he was having a nervous breakdown last night playing against me, and I was like, "No, you have to stay with it."
I'm a fan golden for you, so thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem. I gave him the pep talk. I was like, "You know this deck inside and out. Just outplay everybody."
Right.
Talking about my friend Jordan, who just secured his top. Not Jordan Markle, Jordan Silver, NJ State champion. Victor plays another March for nothing. Draws another, and again, draws basically a March and a dead card. Actually, the Shigesh here isn't quite the most dead card here because it can actually trick him to play a blocker. That said, I don't think Victor's long for this world. Not when you're staring down, what is that? Basically, every attack is lethal at this point, and he drops in another Abe. If this finds, like, another Abe, like...
Huh.
It's pretty weird that he stopped to look at the cards that long.
Hey, he must be thinking about something.
Yeah. I think he's counting Mr. Gashes. Yeah, you definitely have to feel good with 5 blockers on board. That is 100% correct. So Jose has basically
8 lethal attacks on board right now?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So it really is. Yes, that is in fact 8. Yes, 8 lethal attacks.
Tell you what, Pat, Shigesh is a pretty good card.
Yeah, it's
I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, it's not good enough to do that. Like I said, I think Victor could block like 3 of those attacks, and that's it. Like that's being generous.
It's almost 50%. Not bad.
So, yeah, I wish I knew what their sideboard is. So what's
your sideboard in? What do you think?
He does have it. Is that it? Is that it in his board? Fu is the #1 card I would side it in the mirror. Oh, those are Scientist Foos. Never mind. Shrouded in Mystery lets you just kind of win that, yeah. Because you can just ignore all the blockers.
How about Yellow Bardock?
Yellow Bardock?
Yellow Bardock.
Right? What do you mean?
Isn't he like...
Oh, Desperate?
Yeah.
That card... Actually, yes, that card would do it.
Yeah.
That card would 100% do it. Matt has a pretty sweet brew with that card, actually, with SS3. It's really funny.
Yeah.
The 5-drop Bardock, the one that looks at top 3 for a card, that card's actually pretty underrated.
How's everybody else doing? Huh?
I just conceded to my opponent because rounds are too short now.
Oh.
There's no way I can beat him. He's just going to sit there and defend himself until after he wins game 1. That's how this game works. There's 8 super combos every day. He can sit there and defend himself until...
Well, unless you're playing apes, then it's 12.
And 12 negates and pressure. When you're trying to make at least the draw you need to...
Welcome to yellow.
That's insane.
What?
Yeah. The guy I played on stream had pressure balls and 12 negates.
And he's playing. He was playing hand leader, which means he's always at parity. He's always even or better.
All right, guys. So we're just trying to figure out here what these players could possibly...
Yeah, somebody's saying Yellow Bardock is clutch against SS3 players. Depending on the SS3 variant, like red SS3 variants, if they know you're playing the Bardock, their curve stops at 5. They probably just will stop charging at 5 once they're wise to it game 1. It's only really good to surprise somebody, I think, game 2. Just wondering if Jose used up all his luck that last game. Because that was quite a mean clutch.
I always hate playing mirrors. You know?
Yeah. If I was both players, I would definitely have sided out. Or actually, Jose can't, but Victor, yeah, Victor should 100% have sided out Cold Bloodlust. There's zero reason for that card to be in his deck right now. It literally is only relevant on turn 3, and that's it. I'd like to see one of them side in at least Crusher Ball, though. Crusher Ball gives you a lot of momentum in this matchup. If you can resolve a March and then Crusher Barrel Ball their March, you're pretty far ahead.
Absolutely.
I feel like it turns into the pressure war. So we're getting into it. Victor charging and just passing.
Yeah, charge pass. Usually pretty standard. Maybe a Bulma, but that's
Fine.
about it. Kind of draw and go for the first couple turns as this deck turns out.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm kind of bummed. To be honest with you, Pat, a little bummed. We got this awesome Bardock on stream, and he plays against the matchup where his leader does nothing.
He literally plays the one matchup where
Yeah.
his deck doesn't actually look.
Because I can see where this leader will be sick in the current meta.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you play,
Veggies,
cool, yeah,
SS3 apes.
You play
like,
Kava? All right, cool. Tap it.
Yeah, tap it. I'm gonna kill it. Like, yeah, that seems awesome.
Let's see both players siding King Cold. I don't want to talk about King Cold, man. Had my Ultra Instinct blocked earlier by a King Cold. Jose choosing to charge the Gokus. That's also smart because the card is very dead in this matchup. Jose with another just great start. Really aggressive. Basically gets to draw two. Puts two bodies that threaten on board if you can't get them off the board next turn. Victor has King Vegeta's surprise side. That's actually a very smart sideboard choice. I just hope he has the colors to actually get the card off.
Actually, a pretty cool little play right here.
Oh, Victor actually did side in the King Cold.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I feel like the jig is up.
Right, but he plays his energy, right? So, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Jose's
I
gonna
mean, he
know.
has it, but the thing is that was literally his surprise. It is literally a surprise attack. By revealing it off Ginyu, Jose is now wise to the fact that it's available. Victor awakens here. Does he have Shigesh King? Gets another surprise attack. I think that's one too many. I usually don't like having more than two in the deck. The card bricks quite a bit.
Right. So here comes out Planet. Probably going for Shigesh.
Yep.
Oh, Mango gets King, actually. 3-drop King.
I feel like if you get King here, it signals to Jose that you have the Shigesh, and that you're basically saying, attack me so I can get value.
Sure.
Yeah, so again, he gets the King here. Which from Jose, that signals probably don't want to attack next turn. Can't see how much life Jose's at, but like I said, it's probably in your best interest here to cast your own King to keep tempo.
Baby Goku, March.
Yeah, Baby Goku's a pretty bad card in the set. So
Absolutely.
He does exactly what I thought he would. Plays King to keep tempo, and like I said, if he's smart, he'll pass here.
What's really cool with Jose's version, though, is like Victor can't do this.
Yes.
Like Victor can't just play out King Vegeta and pass.
Yeah.
If so, like Bardock will pressure it, which is pretty cool.
Yes. Okay, so that's one of the few times it actually is relevant.
Right.
That's curious. Jose attacked with leader, unawakens, and Victor used a Nimbus Cloud.
Little bait, you think?
Yeah, but as the Ginyu player, you're up on hand here. Your opponent has to expend quite a bit. I can't help but think that that's fatigue settling in.
Right. Just like I negate.
Because as the Ginyu player, I would just go, yeah, sure. And if they want to burn cards from their hand, they're already behind on hand. They're tapped out. Like, more power to you. Victor resolves a march here.
Q Bardock draws that King Cold.
Yep. Only issue I have right now is wish those were princes on Victor's end. I'm sure he does as well. You wanna maintain the advantage you already have instead of just giving your opponent 4 to 6 cards here.
Right.
This is the one time, this may be the one turn in the whole tournament where Shigesh Kigoku is actually a relevant play.
Absolutely.
Does he have it? That's the question.
But he has 2 in his energy.
He has a Shigesh. Does he have the kid? I see shinies. I just don't know if those are it. Shigesh. No target? No target. Wow.
And Dodoria just has to be better in these situations.
Dodoria is 100% better in the mirror. Because even though you get the tempo from the Shigesh, the -2 versus the +0, it really weighs on you in this matchup.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jose sided in Haru.
Uh-oh.
I actually really like that. The play extension is fantastic. Planet?
The deck actually has a lot of one-drop plays. It has Planet, it has Bulmas. Like, it has a way to like play a one-drop and play out Haru and actually get full value.
This is actually really good here. I don't know if Jose still has a march in hand, but searching for the Prince here, dropping Haru when his opponent's tapped out, untap the 4. If he can stick a march after that, that's massive tempo swing.
Absolutely.
Haru, as expected. Tap 4.
Attention, players not participating in the tournament. The room will be closed in about 10 to 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes if you're not participating still in the tournament. Thank you. Once again, we also have the 1K 1 days tomorrow. We pass out those
Haru into the Evolve.
advertisements. So
It's also a really strong play.
Yes.
Jose does have the march, I just didn't see if he has the actual apes.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Victor not having the king in play is pretty devastating.
Draws another Haru too.
Yeah.
Draws another king though.
Yeah, Victor is just... His draws are just really subpar compared to Jose's. Look at it, he has quite a lot of extra cards in his hand, and he actually has to pay to actually combo most of the cards in his hand as well.
Yeah. So 15K critical.
The Bardock leader actually is relevant right now because Victor has the little king in his hand. I can't see if he has the Shigesh, but that play is not live because the second you actually do it,
Right.
you say he gets rest mode, and yeah. Oof. Takes the 2. So really far behind. Trying to figure out what he can get here to get himself out of this situation.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really, really tough.
Is that he has quite a number of extra cards in hand, like I said.
I don't know if I like Victor's sideboarding plan here. It seems to make the deck a little awkward. He has like a green, like
Yeah, that's what I said. He has all these King Vegeta surprise attacks, but he actually hasn't, progressed his game plan.
it's possible that actually, honestly, that the surprise attack could get him back in the game though.
It's possible.
It depends on how Jose decides to attack here, but
All right, so if I am Victor here, I think he's at 1 life. I think you attack I think you attack the Goku here, yeah. And then you Shigesh, you get the king. Then you could evolve into the big king for 3 here, and it keeps you with a yellow and a green. which lets his sideboard action be live.
Right.
And it also allows him to play all of those cards in his hand that otherwise are dead, such as the Goten, which that's actually questionable. That is Goten in his hand, correct?
Yeah.
That is a really questionable key into the deck.
Not too bad against Haru, as it turns out. I think Jose just stops at 5 energy.
Yeah.
Jose's energy is like 3 Baby Goku, 2 March.
Well, if you had to charge something. Jose hitting the march that Victor wish he hit earlier on in the game.
The march that Victor dreams of. Absolutely.
What a disgusting 2 off the march also. He got basically another free attack off of it, as well as a Shigesh. They said, Jose, he's got that luck. EX rank luck right now is what that guy has.
There's a lot of threats on board here. Can actually put a lot of pressure on Victor.
Yeah.
Even though just the
It would not surprise me in the slightest. I'm pretty sure Victor has Nimbus in hand, but it would not surprise me in the slightest here if Jose stole the game.
Alright, so 15,000 critical. Playing Nimbus. Discards Planet Vegeta.
Okay, so I think you
attack with the other hardware. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
This warrants a response and also gets around surprise attack. If your hardware gets surprise attack, you're not going to be too bummed about it.
Yeah. Yeah, having to charge the surprise, revealing and then charging the surprise attack, like I said, the jig is up. Like, your out has kind of been outed.
He did keep a Goten in deck, and I do agree that's probably a pretty terrible...
Yeah, it feels like he forced the surprise attack. Like, he's like, I need the green to make this work, and I really just don't see it as being a good pick. Okay. Oh man, that is a great draw here.
Attention Dragonball Super players, that is time in the round. Please proceed to end of match procedure. If you don't know what that is, please.
So you can search another ape here and just combo it basically for free.
Yeah.
Really
or set up another march or whatever.
Really puts it, basically gets another super combo.
Right.
If he plays this, hits an ape off of it. Unsure why Jose didn't play the time patrol earlier. I guess he's saving it. Wow, hits another ape. Specifically the super combo one.
Yeah, specifically the one that lets them keep going.
Yeah. So yeah, EX rank luck is real, guys. Discards the trunks, which I thought he would do here. If he hits another, I don't know. He actually can't. I was gonna say, I was like, if he hit another Vegeta, I would be like, Judge. Oh my goodness. Shigesh, King, Peiwan, Prince. Oh my goodness. Talk about a shotgun. What is that? 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 90? 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. It's 100. I think actually it's 100.
It's 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100.
Yeah, so he's 105.
Seems pretty reasonable. Get to that pretty quickly.
Oh.
Ooh, Victor's like, I'm going to raise you.
Yeah. Victor is not dead yet.
So Victor has one life left. He can't. Jose. Oh no, that's not good.
That's terrible. Apparently, the battery is running low.
That's not good, boys.
Did somebody kick us? Ooh, fails. That's most unfortunate for Victor there. He reveals off of the Prince Vegeta. He reveals basically everything but an ape that's good. It's like, hey, here's a Shugash, here's an Unbreakable. You can't get anything down here. Alright, so let's see. So Victor is currently sitting at 45. He needs another 60K, which based on the quality of his hand, I don't think he has it. Yeah, there's the handshake, and there you go. Jose moves on against Victor 2-0. So I believe that means we will see Jose in our top 32. I'm telling you guys, I say it all the time on my videos. I mention it all the time on Facebook. It pays to play something that is, you know, out there, not meta. You take people by surprise. They don't know the matchup. And there's also quite a number of leaders in this game that are really strong that just people aren't really exploring.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to get out of here. I'm not sure if they're going to announce the top cut or not. They said we had to get out of the room in 5 minutes. So
yeah, they were just saying,
they're saying
if you're done playing, if you're done doing everything, get out. They're throwing us out.